What's up, Steeler Nation and fantasy footballers? We're on to week 3 of the NFL season. So, today we'll discuss the Steelers' upcoming matchup against the Browns on Thursday night and what we can expect based on their week 2 performance against the Patriots. Right now, what we know is this offense has been horrible. The passing game is very inefficient with Mitch Trubisky, and the Steelers have a first-round pick at quarterback sitting on the bench. So, until maybe he starts and this offense gets a spark, the value of these receivers are really going to be hurt right now. So, two receivers that I'll talk about, Chase Claypool and George Pickens. I think they have to be on your bench no matter what the matchup is right now. This passing offense has just been really bad. So, Claypool and Pickens, stash them on your bench until maybe they get this offense figured out or Pickett comes in and this offense gets a spark, but I don't think you can start them right now. Deontay Johnson, he's the number one. I think his value is still getting hurt, but I think you can start him still. And I think it's a fine matchup this week against the Browns. Pat Freiermuth, he's another one. He's been producing. He had a touchdown last week, so I think he'll be fine to start. But other than the tight end and Deontay Johnson, these receivers really haven't done much because there's just not much of a passing game. So, running back Najee Harris, it's been a struggle so far. And honestly, I think the O-line has looked fine too. Maybe it's the ankle injury, but I think he'll bounce back. Just have to trust him. I mean, obviously, if you have Najee, he was probably a first-round pick, so I'm going to have to trust him. I think he'll get things going. And Chris Boswell, I think he'll be a fine play this week, as he will be most weeks, I think. And the defense, the loss of TJ Watt's really hurting. Just this last week against the Patriots, not a lot of splash plays. We saw week 1, the defense had 26 against the Bengals. Week 2, they had 3 against the Patriots. And if you look at the sacks, they had 7 sacks in week 1, no sacks in week 2. So the whole pass rush just goes away without TJ Watt. There aren't a lot of splash plays. So you can start the defense, the Steelers defense, if you really need to. But expect like maybe an 8, 9, maybe 10-point ceiling. Because there's just not a lot of splash and defensive touchdowns like there was when TJ Watt was in there getting pressure and creating a lot of splash plays. So that's all for this week's Steelers-Browns Thursday night matchup. Let's get this win.